What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the greatest piano pop songs of all time, according to me. If you have any suggestions, then let me know by commenting down below, and I'll probably add them to a future episode. Once again, I picked songs that I think are great piano pop songs, and I represent every decade all the way from the 50s to the 2000s. The songs in this video include a legend among legends, a love triangle and instrumental outro that was used in an iconic movie, and a little fire to light under your chestnuts. So let's get started. The first song in the video was my introduction to this artist, and it propelled him into a pretty damn good career in R&B and soul. It only reached number 24 on the Billboard 100, but it hit number 4 on the R&B charts, and it was his signature song until he wrote a number 1 hit in 2013 with All of Me. I still think this is his signature song. He didn't write it alone, though. He actually wrote this song with will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas. It was nominated at the 2006 Grammy Awards for Song of the Year, Best R&B Song, and Best R&B Male Vocal Performance, and he won for the latter. Simon Cowell loves the original so much that the song was put on a list of songs he never wanted to hear again in any X Factor show audition. I wish I could make the same request to seeing his nipples through his white t-shirts. The song is Ordinary People by John Legend from 2005.
Girl, I'm in love with you, but this ain't the honeymoon. We're past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. At times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehaved and you've made your mistakes, and we both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurts, I still put you first, and we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow.
The story behind this next song is a love triangle between two music legends, and the first music legend's wife, which became the other music legend's wife after writing this song. It's about Beatles member George Harrison's wife, Patty. This artist fell in love with her while she was still married to Harrison, and she said that she would always refuse this artist's advances and wanted to stay in her marriage to Harrison. She said that she wasn't happy about the song because she felt like it was exposing her. Well, those sentiments didn't last too long, because while Patty was still married to Harrison in 1974, she started living with this artist and then eventually married him in 1979, 2 years after divorcing Harrison. The artist Eric Clapton would then end up leaving Patty 10 years later. The song was also used in the iconic movie Goodfellas in 1990. The song is Layla, and it's the piano exit by Derek and the Dominos from 1971. The next song has such a satisfying 80s sound for me with its pulsating bass line and percussion. I played this song numerous times while writing for this video. The problem is, after I hear the song, it could be a minute later, it could be an hour later, 10 hours later, I completely forget how the song goes. I don't know why that happens. It is weird, and this is the only song where this happens to me. The artist wrote this song after his marriage fell apart, and it's about anticipating a night out in New York City. The music video to this song played on MTV a lot in 1982, but the artist that wrote the song wasn't too happy about doing the music video. He told Time Out magazine in 1984, and I quote, "Rock and roll is degenerating into a big circus, and videos and MTV are very much part of that. People who are seriously interested in making music as an end in itself are going to have to split away and forge a different path." The song is Steppin' Out by Joe Jackson from 1982.
So tired of all the darkness in our lives, with no more angry words to say can come alive. Get into a
The next song is this legendary rock band's first ever single, and it took the lead singer 6 years to write. So every hit song isn't written in just 15 minutes. This song propelled the band into stardom, even though the first album they released that this song was on didn't become successful. But it was mostly because their record label didn't promote it. Great business. Columbia Records was more focused on promoting Bruce Springsteen's first album called Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, because, it's impossible for a record label to focus on two things at once. Guitarist of the band, Joe Perry, didn't like the song at first because it was a ballad, and rock and roll is all about energy, but this song was just the lead singer sitting down at a piano. The song is often played as an interlude at their concerts so the band can get a bit of a rest. The song is Dream On by Aerosmith from 1973.
Half my life's in books, written pages, live and learn from fools and from sages. You know it's true. All the things come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away.
We bring it back to the 2000s with this band's biggest song from their 4 studio albums, with it hitting number 3 on the charts. The song is about really wanting to help a troubled friend, but ultimately being helpless and not knowing how to help. Kind of like when I see a box of cannolis. There are just some things that rehab won't fix. The song came out at a time when people were transitioning to digital downloads, and it sold more than 3 million downloads, making this band the only other group in the 2000s to reach that number besides Coldplay with their song Viva La Vida. The song is How to Save a Life by the Fray from 2006.
Step one, you say we need to talk. He walks, you say sit down, it's just a talk. He smiles politely back at you. You stare politely right on through some sort of window to your right. As he goes left and you stay right between the lines, fear and blame. You begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save a life.
Next up is a song that's a lot more cheery, but the story behind the singer and the sexual innuendo in his songs is maybe just as dark or darker, even though he didn't write the song. I say that because the singer was married 7 times, including once to his underage 13-year-old cousin Myra Gale Brown in 1957 when this song came out and the singer was 22 years old. This guy's story is right out of the Backroad Hicks handbook, because not only did he marry his 13-year-old cousin and have kids with her starting when she was 14 years old, one of which drowned in a pool at 3 years old, but his 7th wife in 2012, which was 65 years later, was his 13-year-old bride's brother's ex-wife. I knew about the underage wife, but I swear I had to stop reading about this guy because it was starting to hurt my brain. The song is Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lee Lewis from 1957.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love what I thought it was funny. You came along and now honey, I've changed my mind. The screw is fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kisses and baby. It was good. Oh, baby. Well, I want to love you like I love a should. You're fine, so kind. Tell this world that you're mine.
The final song in this video is one of a few songs that I like from this band, but this is my favorite one, beating out Every Rose Has Its Thorn. It's about the lead singer's cousin Bob, who served in Vietnam, and one of the band's security guards / friends, James Chemo Mano. The cover art for this single has the lead singer's arm with a tattoo of the song's name that had one of the words misspelled because the tattoo artist was drunk. He had to go over the misspelling with a rose vine to cover it up. The singer had the tattoo corrected 17 years later because it had been eating him up all that time. I think I would have gotten it taken care of a lot sooner. Anyway, this is a great song and I love the piano riff. The song is Something to Believe In by Poison from 1990.
My best friend died a lonely man. Some Palm Springs hotel room. I got the call last Christmas Eve and they told me the news. I tried all night not to break down and cry as tears rolled down my face. I felt so cold and empty, like a lost soul out of place. And the mirror on the wall, see my smiling face again. I give me something to believe in. There's a load above. I give me something to believe in. Oh, Lord, right. Sometimes I wish to God I didn't know now things I didn't know then. Road, gotta take me home.
Alright, so thanks for coming by for another episode of the greatest piano pop songs of all time, according to moi. And of course, only my opinion counts. But if you want me to feature some of your favorite songs, then comment down below, and maybe I'll put them in a video. Alright, so I'll see you later.